Who were Louis XIV's mistresses? When we think about Louis XIV, the Sun King, we often picture the grandeur of the Palace of Versailles. But did you know that his romantic life was just as captivating? Louis XIV had several notable mistresses throughout his reign, each leaving a mark on the culture and politics of the time. Let's take a closer look at these fascinating women. First up is Marie Mancini. She was Louis XIV's first love and the niece of Cardinal Mazarin. Their romance blossomed when Louis was around 20 years old. Although they shared a passionate connection, political reasons kept them from marrying. Next, we have Louise de La Vallière, who became Louis's first official mistress around the year 1661. Known for her modesty and deep religious beliefs, Louise bore several children for the king, some of whom were legitimized. Her relationship with Louis was filled with genuine affection, but she eventually stepped back from court life due to her faith. Then there is Françoise-Athénaïs de Rochechouart, the Marquise de Montespan. She is perhaps the most famous of Louis XIV's mistresses. Their affair began around 1667, and she was known for her beauty and charm. Madame de Montespan had a significant influence over the king and bore him several children, many of whom were legitimized. However, their relationship faced turmoil amid scandals, including the affair of the poisons, which ultimately led to their separation. Claude de Vin de Oelitz was another mistress, though less known. She often caught the king's attention when Louise de La Vallière was unavailable, especially during her pregnancies. Catherine Charlotte de Gramont, the Princess of Monaco, had a brief involvement with Louis XIV. She was sent to distract him from Louise due to jealousy from Henrietta of England, the king's sister-in-law. Their romance was short-lived. Lastly, we have Françoise d'Aubigné, the Marquise de Maintenon. Initially the governess to Louis XIV's children with Madame de Montespan, she became his mistress around 1680. After the death of his queen, Maria Theresa, Louis secretly married Françoise, although this marriage was never publicly acknowledged. She held considerable influence over him and remained devoted until his death. For those traveling to Europe, visiting the Palace of Versailles is a must. This magnificent palace not only served as a royal residence but also as a stage for the complex relationships of Louis XIV. Understanding the lives of his mistresses provides a richer perspective on the cultural and historical context of 17th century France. It adds depth to your experience as you wander through the halls where these stories unfolded.